All right, man. Let's talk about Lions, Tigers, Bears. Oh my! Let's talk about the Lions and the Tigers. Lions and the Bears. They play Sunday. 1 o'clock game in Chicago. I remember I had a homie in Chicago. Swear me up and down that Detroit was on Central Time. No nigga, we not on Central Time. We not on that dumb time. You know what I'm saying? I used to live somewhere it used to be Central Time, and it's a difference, dog. It's definitely a difference. So Lions open up at Chicago as 6.5 point favorites. Despite all the injuries, they opened up FA Melifonwo's practice window again. Hopefully, the next coming weeks they open up and he can get on the field. That will be a huge help. They open up Ennis Rackstraws. They open up Khalif Raymonds. Really, for the most part, they got to survive these next 3 games. Now to get the number 1 seed. Now Minnesota play Green Bay, and they play Seattle this week, then Green Bay, then us. So it may be an opportunity where they may lose 1 or 2 of those games, and we can at least lock up the North. But we got to keep, in Philly's next, they next case, they're only game they probably gonna lose if they do lose a game is the Washington game, and I believe they are in Washington this week, which I don't expect Washington to beat them. But division games are always clunky. I mean, look at Washington; they played them tough the first time. Look at Washington. Um, yeah, they're in Washington this time. And you look at them; they lose to the Cowboys with Cooper Rush, your quarterback. So, yeah, it's a funny game. But you look at the point spread: 6.5 points. Lions opened at 7.5. The over and under started at 46.5. Now it's 47.5. And their train of thought is the Lions are going to have to score points. And Lions are undefeated on the road. So money line is negative 290. So you got to bet 290 to win 100. You can bet more or less. And if the Bears win, every 100 you bet is a plus 240. Right now they get Lions a 71.9% chance to win, the matchup indicator, and the Bears have a 27.9% chance to win. The Lions defense will be even more probably banged up than they played them in the first game. So Caleb Williams so far, 288 completions, 2,937 yards, and 17 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Don't really sound too bad, but I heard it's getting bad. Goff is playing phenomenal, 3,759 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Didn't have a turnover last week. Jahmyr Gibbs is one of the leading rushers in football, 1,047 yards as a part-time carrier, 186 carries, 11 TDs. That's about to be an uptick. DeAndre Swift is leading with 821 yards rushing, 212 carries, and 5 TDs. So he has, more carries than Gibbs and less yardage. St. Brown with that huge week, his best week in the loss, 1,056 yards, 95 receptions, 10 touchdowns. And DJ Moore is over there suffering at 76 yards, 758, 5 TDs. He should probably be way there, up there with Jahmyr Gibbs, but we know why that is. Hutch, Khalil Dorsey, Carlton Davis, and Lee McNeil all on injured reserve. Trevor Nowinski, linebacker. And Davis could return NFC Championship week. And for the most part, Aiden Hutchinson is making around saying that he can return by Super Bowl. They just got to get there. So I don't really see that happening at this point. And for the Bears, running back Rashawn Johnson, Braxton Jones, offensive tackle, Gervin Dexter Sr., defensive tackle, Ryan Bates, center, and Darrell Taylor, defensive end, all questionable. So they lost the last 5. We lost our last one, but won the last 4 out of 5. And when you talk about this game, we played them already. There's, we already played them already. So we dominated them the first half defensively. It just seemed like the offense, to me, the offense really ain't hit their groove. I really don't feel like the offense really hit their groove for real. Um, yeah, I just don't feel like the offense really hit their groove. So uh so yeah, I don't feel like they really hit their groove. So, and now if it's ever a time where they need to hit their groove is now. Is now. If it's ever a time to hit their groove, it's now. It's now. So, but in this game, simple. Um, I mean, the game plan should have been what it was last week. Stop the run. Don't let them run the ball. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. Keep Caleb Williams in the pocket. Make him beat you from the pocket. He hold on to that ball. You know, make him pay for holding on to that ball. That's it. When it's plays to be made, this defense now has to make those plays. Can't afford drop picks. Gotta force fumbles. You gotta wrap up. You gotta tackle. You gotta be sure. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to play their role. Now the defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, he kind of can't be as aggressive as he was this season. You know, can't be nowhere near aggressive as he was this season. The whole thing this is going to be with is, excuse me, it's going to really boil down to him tapping in with the experience that he had last year, and that's bend don't break defense and hope that your DBs get healthy enough that they can make plays, in the back end. That's what you hoping that they can make plays on the back end. If you get Alexoni back, and it was a stat that showed that Alex Alexoni been gone, they've been struggling. So let you know how important that he is, and he hopefully should be back and he don't suffer no setbacks. He'll be back by the playoffs, and that'll help a lot. You get FA back, you get Ennis Rackstraw back, you get Mosey back. So then you kind of can rotate some corners in there, some DBs in there, so you can do some funky things. We'll get BB around a little bit. But for Chicago, just establish the run. Maybe just try to get the ball out of his hand hot. You're gonna have some novice corner out there in Kendall Vidor. So I think possibly the whole thing is just to really just get the ball out hot, slants, get Caleb Williams in a rhythm, throwing some slants, some quick screens, challenge those corners to go out there and tackle. Um, get them going in the screen game, get them going in the slant game, get them in a rhythm where he not holding on to the ball too much. That's what I would say. Get him in a rhythm where he not holding the ball too much. So that'd be my actual game plan. Just getting that ball out real hot. And then, we get that, do the quick passing game and the run game and the quick passing game going. Then we look to take them to church for a deep ball. That I think that will be my game plan. That would be my game plan. And defensively for them, hey, stop Gibbs at all costs. Make Goff beat you with his arm. Try to shut down the middle of the field. Make him go outside the hashes. Now, other than that, if you ask me, where are we going? Other than that, for the Lions, run the ball, get the ball in Gibbs' hands, get your ball to Craig Reynolds, Backy if he gonna get in there and help, get the ball to them, allow them to go out there and make plays. And I would allow them to go out there and make plays. Yeah, I would allow them to go out there and just make plays, get J-Mo involved. You're gonna need them. And Laporta getting more and more involved. So just go out there and play efficient football. Get your ball to your playmakers and let them go out there and play efficient football. So yeah, man, I like the Lions in this game. I think on the road, cold Sunday, 21. I think it'll be 21-17. It's going to be a close, competitive game. And, I think the Bears started to get on the track a little bit offensively because of the injuries to the Lions. But hopefully the Lions take care of the football. And I think you might see Gibbs have a big game this game. And Chicago got a really good defense, so that don't necessarily mean he gonna run through them, but you gonna see him have a big game, just overall purpose, receiving and everything. So you about to see how really creative Ben Johnson get using him full time. I like 21-17. So yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. So um, my personal opinion. But yeah, check out Detroit Lions prediction playlist, Detroit Lions talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. And hit the link tree. You can check out my other platforms as well too. So I do appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Peace.